Hello everyone, Happy New Year. So for this beginning of New Year, I want to give you a very short practice that's going to help open the main muscular but also fascial lines in your body. So the front body, back body, side body, the cross lines, and then the main spiral lines. All you need for this is something that can serve as a mat or a soft floor, and then a blanket just to keep the knees a little bit softer. And as usual, feel free to change anything that your body requires you to change to find more ease and less pain, preferably no pain. And then the aim of this practice is to give you something that's practical, something that's kind of realistic for you to fit in maybe into your daily life. But most importantly, something that helps you get rid of or lessen tensions in your body that might affect how you perceive things and how you interact with people. For me, it's important that yoga obviously feels good to us, but actually has a concrete effect on how we live our lives, so the kind of beings we are. So let's begin. And you're going to begin onto your hands and knees. And so I have the extra padding of the blanket. My hands underneath my shoulders, my fingers are nice and wide, and if you need an extra little stretching of the wrist, turn the fingers to point out, and then maybe turn the fingers to point back, maybe only if it feels good. And then to open the feet, I'm going to tuck my toes under, and I'm going to push myself back into a child's pose. Take a few breaths there to notice how it feels already in the lower back and the spine. And you can stay as many breaths as you'd like. And then on an inhale, I'm going to come up with a round spine, pushing into my hands, almost dragging myself forward. And at the end, I stretch the sit bones back, the heart and the neck forward, and push myself back. And then again, inhale, come up with a round spine, heavy head, stretch the end. And you can do this as many times as feels good to you. Yeah, feel free to repeat anything, any single elements as many times as you wish. And then inhale, open the arm up, and then exhale, slide it underneath. Inhale up, really pressing down, and then lifting up, exhale, underneath. Inhale up, and then exhale underneath. And then the hand of the stretched arm is facing out towards the ceiling. The head is heavy. I'll show you once on the other side. Inhale up, and then exhale. And the chin is slightly tucked into the chest, and the back of the neck is long. And you can do this in this version. Stretch the arm forward for a lengthening to the side, or to open the front of the shoulder. Bring the hand to the back. All these versions work just well. And then to stretch the sides of the body a little bit more, let's do a similar version. So come into child's pose, come and take a gentle side twist. Once again, so coming over to the left and then taking that right arm underneath. And then inhale, come up, back to the center. Same thing on the other side, come slightly to the right, slide the left arm. And then inhale, come up. Yeah, to open the sides of the neck and then the tops of the shoulders. Bring yourself into child's pose with the nice knees nice and wide. Bring the hands closer towards one another. And then really press the elbows down into the ground, reach them forward. Bring the hands into prayer. Just a few breaths like that, as long as you want to. And then when you're done, you can come back and then turn the palms up towards the ceiling, as if you were trying to roll the thumb side of the hands down. That's really going to open up this whole space between the top of your shoulder blades. And then tuck your toes. Let's take the first downward dog. Stay with the knees bent in order to think only of the lengthening of the arms and the spine, and then you can tread through the legs. So if you tread through the legs, really think of extending through the heel of the leg that stretches. And then let's take a little something for the sides of the legs. So I'm going to bend my left knee, and as I do so, I roll the left heel down to the ground. So my foot is almost like a warrior one or warrior two. And then stretch yourself back, and then change sides. So it really opens the outside edge of the leg. And then take a very big breath in, reach the heels, come around in the upper spine into your plank, stretch at the end, knees down, chin chest. Anchor the feet, top of the feet pressing down the pubic bone, and then inhale, open your chest forward, pressing the hands down and back towards you. Exhale, release. You can do this lifting up into cobra a few times. And then exhale, come back into downward dog. Once again, treading through the legs if you want to, or adding this opening of the side legs that we just did before. And then inhale, reach their left leg long. Imagine pulling your spine longer through the leg. And then exhale, bring the knee to the nose and the foot between the hands. Take a very big breath in here. And then exhale, stretch back. A slight drawing of the legs together. Inhale forward and exhale back. You can do this as many times as you'd like. Bring the hands onto your thigh. Right hand to the outside edge of the knee, let them press against each other, and then open the left arm back. Extend through that left arm, press through the right heel, and then exhale, release. Right hand stays down, back knee can stay down or lift, and then inhale, extend the arm forward in a circle, exhale, circle it back. And do that a few times. Exhale. Step back into your plank. You can do your vinyasa again if you want to. Chin, chest, inhale, ground the feet, the pubic bone, come up cobra, and exhale back to downward dog. And then inhale, extend that right leg long, really lift it long to extend the spine. And then exhale, foot between your hands, back knee comes down. Take a big breath. And then exhale, reach back. Inhale forward. Exhale, reach back. I like to lift the toes and then press the heel down on the front foot. Gives me a longer extension through the back of the leg. Inhale. And then hands onto the thigh. Reach the arms up. This time left hand to the right knee. Press them gently against each other and circle the right arm back. Big breath, really extend the right arm. And then exhale, come down. Feel free to stay with the back knee down, left hand down, circle the right arm forward and up, and then exhale it back. Equally as many times as you'd like. And then exhale down. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, fold forward. Feel free to stay here for a few breaths if you'd like to. And then let's open around the side of the hips, the buttocks, or maybe the hamstrings. Everybody's slightly different here. I'm going to bend my left knee and extend the right leg. You can just stay here. It's more than enough. Both heels are to the ground. Or if you want to, come halfway up. And then inhale, reach that right arm up. And then just change sides, same thing. So right knee bend, left leg extends. And you decide how intense the stretch is by how deep you bend that bent knee. And then if you want to inhale, take the twist over to the straight leg. And then exhale, release. So any of those things you can repeat. But if you want to take it really short and sweet, then come down to the ground. Let's work a little bit with the spirals in the body. So left foot is planted to the ground, the right leg lifts up. Turn the toes out to the right. And then cross the legs. So you have like a box shape between your legs. Allow that right hip and that right knee to open gently away from you in their own time. And you can stay here as long as you want to if it's already quite a lot in the hip. Or if you want to exhale, let the legs come over to the left side. You can turn your head over to that right hand if you want to. Stay here for as many breaths as you'd like. Then on the exhale, roll onto the back of the pelvis and the back to the center. And then release and switch sides. And if you let the legs come over to the side, really make sure that that bottom leg is completely relaxed. And with the leg that's crossed on top, you can either keep the sole of the foot completely to the ground or let the leg come heavy towards the ground and your chest. It really depends on what feels good to you. Remember to come up on an exhale, flat onto the back of the pelvis. And then last thing, we're going to do an eagle pose in the back version, supine version. Cross the right leg over the left thigh. If you can cross them twice over, amazing. If not, once is more than enough. And then cross the right elbow underneath the left. And then gently wrap those legs and arms around each other more. Take a few breaths here. Let the knees come over your hips, but try to keep the middle spine close to the ground, maybe not quite to the ground, but close to the ground. And then you can play with your elbows. They can come closer to your chest or come hovering over your shoulders. But move those forearms away from you. And then release and change sides. Left leg over the right thigh. Cross once or twice over depending on what your legs allow. And then cross the left elbow underneath the right. Either the back of the hands against each other or trying to get there, or palms of the hands against each other. And then exhale, relax. Take a few moments here in a version of Shavasana that works for you. If you want to, with the feet as wide as the mat and the knees against each other, arms wide, or extending the legs. So it's really about listening to your body, allowing yourself to change anything about each pose, each movement, so that your body feels more ease and avoids pain. And also listening to what feels really good on that day. So you might want to repeat some things more than others. It's really up to you. It's your practice at the end of the day. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Get in touch with me. And I wish you a very good year. May it be a year where you know where you want to go, at least in terms of what you want to feel for that year and how you want to behave in that year. That's the most important part. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.